schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Hey, come on. 59, Mike to 59. Check pass. Check 31, check Weed. Check orbit. Check 25.
On first down, Barrett to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's how we burn, fellas. Keep playing hard.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, tight end.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards at a first down L.A. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
strength. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch twist. 17. 17. Trooper.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
58, come on. 58, come on.
From the gun, here's Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Browns' drive about to get started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the safety creep. Slant. Safe.
A run for Nick Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
36. Undercrush.
They run again on first down, Chubb, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Back. Watch the shift.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
From the shotgun, here's Barrett. On the move to his left. He finds Beckham complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Check safety. Sponge. Value 3. Set. 56, the mic, boy. 56.
Gone. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, Delta.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Louis. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Check. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Here's Goff. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. 3rd and 2. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Out.
Operating from the gun. Barrett, they'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Shoot, shoot. Switch, switch, switch. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Jones on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got Ric Flair. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hurley, Hurley. Federal West.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down.
Check 99. Slam. Louis. Check the backer. Check 43. He's coming. We got double up.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at midfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Get in the weight room. DC. Check. 53 is mine. Check. 53 is mine.
From the 50, it's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Get that quarterback! 58, boy, 58, 58. Now you won! Defense, no gap. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go, Carlos up. Carlos up.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
A shotgun snap for Gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Gurley again here on first down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Go, go. Check.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. A beautiful fake. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
Check 37. 14.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, check, 59.
The final shot before break. Barrett escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
He's not going to get chill.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check. 180. Check. 53. Got one. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check three. Check. Lucky.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Look, 180. 76. Tell him. 76. I'm coming after you. Hey, kill. 10. Under 10. What's up?
They'll try the air now with Goff. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mack Wilson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
He's checking. Well, you won.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Shift! Watch the shift! Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Short.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Tackles.
Now Jones to throw again. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Again, we'll see the pistol here. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing here, barely. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 34.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. And one of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Barrett. And that'll be incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We're good. We're good. Switch it.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Check 4.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Out of the gun, Goff. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Kill, kill, kill. Whip, 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 whip. A bomb.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Goff now looks to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Mack Wilson in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Here's Gurley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check Flair. Check 53 play. Hey, Orbit.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
53, check 53. Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Let's go, let's go. Hey, exit. 53, Mike, 53. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go, go, go. Super 66. Check 53 is Mike.
Here's Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Your trick is here.
He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Tiger. Check 13. Check 13. Check 9. Check 9. Check.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
The Browns drive about to get started. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Night, sweetheart.
Throwing again. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just...
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. frenzy. The blends be all the right crack.